Hello, hello, and welcome, my Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this full moon in Capricorn to new... Sorry, strike that, reverse it. This new moon in Capricorn to full moon in Leo, January 2021. I am your reader, Markangelo Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive. President of DrawingTheCircle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Markangelo Lyons, apparently not infallible, never said I was. But you can call me Mal. Hey, my Scorps, you big bunch of fixed water signs. You're ready to rock and roll. I hope you are, because I am in the mood to do so. I'm even wearing my cap backwards, and ready to dive into the deep waters of Scorpio. Just to let you know, this is a 7-card draw, or what do I need read? 7-card draw, meaning we're using 7 different card systems. We've got 4 oracles, 2 tarot, and 1 healing system. 1 card each, getting you clues, tips, and hints about what you need this waxing moon from Capricorn new to Leo full. And it's therefore not timeless, right? We're looking at the new moon in Capricorn midnight on the 13th. I can't remember anything like that happening before for some reason. Not just midnight, but on the 13th. That's a bit much for witch personally. But then we, of course, looking at the waxing side of it when it hits full 2:16 p.m. on the 28th. Those are Eastern Standard Times, right? We're in Standard now, not Daylight, right? We're in Standard Time because I'm in New York. And as I've been saying, please don't make me do the math. I'm verbal. So let's get up in this gig. It is a general gig. It is a general read. Please take what resonates. Leave what doesn't, right? You're an intuitive sign. You're a water sign. So check your other signs, right? Because let's say you're a Scorpio moon. Well, let's say you have an Aries sun. It might give you a totally different perspective on the same situation or one that's completely different. Ooh, it glitched, but I caught it in time. Yay. So what was I going to say? Oh, man. It jolted me a little bit, but we've been getting a lot of those this week, to say the least. Yeah, so all the decks that I read are in the description box all the way at the bottom. I think that's what I was saying, but if you've been following me for a while, you know how this rolls, and if you're new, this will be fun for you. I have a feeling. Please stay in the present moment. Both feet on the floor. I have the exception. I'm a Virgo. I'm allowed to cross my legs while working. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's do this. Breathe. I see you, Diana. There we go. We're going to start with the Healing with the Angels Oracle deck, Doreen Virtue, right? Nice deep breath. Here we go. My angels and archangels of water and the sign of Scorpio. Please, 1 card in clarity for the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video. What is the angel, the healing angel, they most need to work with, call upon, study, whatever, merge with, blend with, channel, automatic writing? What's the one the healing angel they most need to interact with? This new moon in Capricorn, waxing to full moon in Leo, January 2021. Why do I do it? Power. All right, you got the healing angel of power, which means, yes, a powerful healing is coming for you, which is good, waxing, but this also might be the healing of your power. Now, Scorpios have a lot of power, every sign does, but you guys are really subterranean with it, right? It's like you can really, really keep that power stored up like a battery for a long time. And why? Because we all have to learn how to use our power wisely. And how do we do that, my Scorpio friends? Usually by abusing it or having it abused upon us, vice versa, victim, victimizer, however you want to play that out. I mean, who doesn't have their boundaries crossed in this life? It's just how we learn and grow. And when a bone breaks and re-heals, the side of the break is stronger than it was before it broke. That's a really good metaphor. Bones and boundaries. Another ebook from Markangelo Lyons, Mal for short. Let's keep going. Yes, I take my work seriously, but you try doing all these things every day. It's like going to the gym every day. You have to have a sense of humor or you'll lose it. So, I have a Pisces moon and I'm Leo rising. So let's keep going. Let's clarify. Daughters of the Moon Tarot, what do you need to be aware of inside of yourself? yin side of yourself, if you don't want to call it the divine feminine, but that's what it is. We all have divine masculine and divine feminine. We are the children of God and Goddess, therefore we inherit both of their qualities, right? So please take a nice deep breath. My goddesses of water and the sign of Scorpio, please, one card in clarity for this Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus, sun watching this video. What do they need to be aware of inside of themselves? Chakra coordinates, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. The interior world, the world behind their eyes. That they need to look at, embrace. Something's going on there that they need to work with. This new moon in Capricorn waxing to full in Leo. All right, now 10 of Flames in this deck is different than the 10 of Wands in traditional tarot. Daughters of the Moon tarot is more of a feminist take on it. This is the Hora. If you've never been to a Jewish wedding, bar mitzvah, or bat mitzvah, then you've maybe never seen this, or you've never seen the movie, go watch Fiddler on the Roof. Get a little topol with that, which is also a toothpaste at one point, which was a little weird for me as a child. It is a dance of celebration, a rite of passage, usually a graduation, right? Bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah. You were single, now you're married, right? A rite of passage, a journey has been completed, and one of desire, one that is wanted. So it doesn't have that same burdening energy that you often see with the 10 of Wands, and I understand why that's there, but it's still a job successfully well done. You may be exhausted, but inside of yourself, there is the completion of a cycle of desire, element of fire, ear ringing, loud ringing. This is something you need to be aware of. You're not who you used to be, right? You started off with the Ace of Flames and you made your way to the 10 inside of yourself. I hope you are aware of that. Scorpios can be pretty internally aware, right? Self-aware in that way. I mean, it's a tricky sign, a sign of constant transformation. My friend Elizabeth Kiefer, brilliant healer. She's a Scorpio, and she said there are 3 different types of Scorpios, right? Or maybe I learned it from her, or she's the example of one of them. The scorpion that crawls along the bottom and stings both itself and others. The eagle that flies highest and sees furthest. And the phoenix, right? Constantly going through cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. Well, she's definitely a Scorpio. She's an emotional process healer, breath work, she's amazing. Kiefer, Shimmering Heart Creations. I've known her since the 90s, so I'll vouch for her. She's amazing, and she makes amazing coffee, which is just what keeps us friends, aside from the unconditional love. So, Scorpios, whatever this 10 of Flames is, let's look what's going on the outside. This could be how you're appearing on the outside. It's the masculine part, the literal physical world, root, sacrum, solar plexus coordinates for chakras. So let's see what the gods have to say. Breathe. My gods of water. In the sign of Scorpio, please, one card in clarity for the Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign watching this video, please. What is it they need to be aware of outside of themselves, right? In this situation, somehow woven in, whether how they appear, how they're coming off, maybe someone they're dealing with a situation, just something on the outside, really connected with this 10 of Flames, please, for them, this new moon in Capricorn waxing to full moon in Leo. High Priestess, not shocked. You're not letting on. This is you. Well, I mean, you can say, oh, it's this sign, it's that sign, but come on, they're the secret keepers. Right? It's like Scorpios, you guys have the vault. There just went Seinfeldian on you. It's in the vault. Right? You guys are really keeping this to yourself. Now, this also, okay, I'm getting a total different take on this. Really pay attention to your intuition about what's going on the inside, because you're done with something. You worked hard to get there too. Something that you wanted. It might have been more in terms of spiritual maturity or growth, spiritual alignment, stuff like that. Regardless, you have achieved it. And I understand that as a result, you have wisdom that you did not have before, even though it's the suit of wands and flames. There's something you wanted that you've achieved. I just hope you know it. And if you don't, this is about power, right? Can you get more powerful in the suit of wands or flames than the 10, right? It's a big celebration. Like, there's a cause for celebration inside of you, but you're keeping it to yourself. or you're unaware of it and need to kind of read the scroll, so to speak. Now, this is Persephone, by the way, queen of the underworld for 6 months, the bride of Hades. Pluto, Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? That's very interesting. So yeah, there's a key here in your feminine energy. Now, all the water and earth signs are considered feminine gender, all the air and fire masculine. I didn't make it that way, right? So really, regardless of your bodily gender here, there's a lot of power here on the table, but it's all inside you. The power is within. You know what I mean? I mean, it always is for everybody. It's not just, you know, oh, today the power is within, but there is a completion of the cycle of power within you. Now, if you don't know what that is, some of you I'm sure do, then really the rest of these cards are really going to focus on clarifying this. They always do. They're always interconnected. But let's see, what's your crystal oracle, right? A little earthy energy here for you might be helpful. The Crystal Oracle deck by Tony Carmine Salerno, whether it's the stone that's indicated, what's written in the little bookie book, which is really deep and fascinating for me, that book. I was really pleasantly surprised by that. Maybe it's both of it. Maybe it's like, yeah, I have that stone, and that's the one you need to work with if you do that. But maybe it's just what's written in the book. Breathe. Archangel Ariel. Archangel of the North, element of Earth, the Archangel of Lyons. Archangel of Lyons, please, one card in clarity for this beloved Scorpio, empowering, going through something here of great significance and power. Feels like, and I don't use this word often, occult power. We're not occult, we're ethereal. Please, one card in clarity for this beloved Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm watching this video. What is the crystal oracle message, the stone, both of that, some of that they need this new moon in Capricorn waxing to full in Leo, January 2021. Amber, Libra, I think got this as well, right? No, they got Thunderstone. Who had Amber? Virgo had Amber. So look, both feminine sides, right? Earth and water, in that case, Virgo, Scorpio, but also good at protecting and hiding things, right? So it's an interesting card to get. Now, as I said in that reading, in case you have no planets in Virgo that relate to, you know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, Amber is a really big deal, and I will say in Wicca, and I'm sure other traditions, I'm sure the Norse are really big with it, but, you know, I came across it more in Wiccan covens, where when you become a 3rd degree high priestess, you get a necklace of jet and amber, right? Sort of like the light and the dark, the balance, like the fire and the earth, if you want to go there. So I'm going to read what's on there, but know that it's not it is easy to get. It's just usually expensive depending on, I mean, I'm sure you can get amber chips too. But buyer beware. Sometimes it's just fucking plastic. I used to be in the business. Not of making them, but of the retail end of it. So let me read what's in the bookie book here for Amber. Also a good name for a stripper. So I've heard, not that I would know. Amber, transparency, right? It's a translucent stone. It's not completely transparent. Usually calm, right? Calm, purification and creativity. I remember this card from the Virgo read. An issue that is causing tension and friction in your life will soon erupt and come to a head. Now you feel the power, right? It's like you might want to get a piece of amber. But I guess that's why they give it to 3rd degrees, right? Because they have to like keep their calm in magical pagan cacophonic situations. Cacophonic, is that a word? You are being urged to stay calm during this emotionally charged event. And hence that high priest. Didn't I just say that they give amber to the high priestess? Okay, I didn't realize what was in there. All right, so of course, you are being urged to stay calm during this emotionally charged event. Now, Scorpios usually can. It's fixed water. I mean, Lord knows what's going on inside of them. But maybe that's this triumph. Maybe this is this completion, right? Now, if you're an empath, it's very hard. I'm meaning an intuitive empath. I mean, somebody who's really feeling other people's energy in their cell tissue. Really hard to differentiate, right? Where does one ocean end and the other begin, except an imaginary dotted line? for you to really kind of cope with this. It's a great power that you have here. Express how you feel, but don't be drawn into saying things you don't mean. In other words, don't get possessed by other people's repressed pain that you might be feeling, or perhaps your own. This event is, in fact, a blessing, one that is perhaps well overdue. I feel a transformation coming for you, my darlings. Through it, you will realize where you stand and how others truly feel. So there is a movement of truth with this power as well. As the air clears, you will uncover a hidden agenda, maybe your own, maybe somebody else's, and find creative ways of handling this type of situation in the future. Oh, so there were lies, illusions, deceptions, and delusions, a hidden agenda. Stay calm and don't allow yourself to be dragged further into chaos by others. You will emerge from this situation feeling purified, walking through fire, of all the negative emotions and thoughts that have weighed you down recently. Trust and remember, this event is a blessing. In disguise, no doubt, but nonetheless a blessing. Now, the form of this, we don't know yet. Right, we're getting a lot of the energy of this, particularly because you got a major arcana card, and this, it feels like this is representing you. If it's not, like if you're like high priestess energy, I don't get it. Secrets hidden in deeper wisdom and intuition and all that stuff. I mean, you're a Scorpio, it's sort of hardwired into you. Then you are dealing with somebody like this, and this could very easily be a hidden agenda. Now, there are other cards that could say that, but maybe that's what you're dealing with. Someone who has secret wisdom. There's something secret going on here, but with that 10 of flames inside of you, it's going to complete. So we're going to take another Tony Carmine Salerno Oracle, the Lover's Oracle. Now this card, this deck does not only speak of romance, interestingly enough. I'm kind of glad for that, because to be a lover is to be one who loves, right? It's like just like to be a runner is a one who runs. So deep. Grab me a bongo. Breathe. I'm not even wearing a beret. My pantheons of love. Please, my beloved, beloved pantheons of love. One card in clarity. One of the Lover's Oracles here. What is the Lover's Oracle message for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising? Venus, I'm watching this video that they really need to hear and take to heart. It's heart-shaped. This new moon in Capricorn waxing to full in Leo. Please just leave that card in my hand. I know sometimes they stick together. So please, for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, this new to full January 2021. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Yes, your psychological reality, but that doesn't mean it's always so very accurate, right? You do create your experience through the thoughts you think and the emotions that arise of that thought, which are the choices. You know, you have the thought, you choose it, it becomes an emotion. Bam, 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 right? That's why you want to take as much clarity and creativity through the crown chakra. Have that hit that, right? See things clearly. And I feel like you have that, right? And that's why I really feel like this High Priestess, you've seen through the veil. In some way, shape, or form, seen through, maybe felt through the veil. But to stay calm, this is a forgiveness lesson. Now, I am a witch that is both a teacher and student of A Course in Miracles. Now, A Course in Miracles ain't patriarchal religion. It's interesting is what it is. And A Course in Miracles says point blank, all lessons are forgiveness lessons, because the child of God cannot sin in a dream, and that has a lot to do with quantum holographic reality big time. So this is a forgiveness lesson here. Like I said, they're not all about romance in this deck, and I'm glad for it right now. But that you really, I mean, I want to say with this amber card next to the High Priestess, I can't believe I didn't see that before. Like, you have a leadership position here. You have, well, maybe not leadership, but a position of power, right? Okie dokie. Two left, right? We've got 1, 2, 3 oracles. This will be our 4th. Whispers of Love oracle. The voices of the higher selves of all involved. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. Please take a nice deep breath. The higher selves. of all involved, please. I need one card in clarity, whisper of love, for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, please. What is the piece of information, inspiration, or insight they most need from their higher selves? Fifth dimension above 8th chakra and above this new moon in Capricorn waxing to full in Leo, January 2021. Considering we got Angel of Power, you need to heal the power. You need to call that angel. You need to get this 10 of Flames inside of you. You need to cope with the High Priestess. You or somebody else need that amber. You can get it cheap. It's just a stud earring. I would do it. And that you need to forgive. Oh, and my heating kicked on at the same time. I went, huh. I swear it's like charmed around here. Demonstrate love. Your higher self is saying demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. So action is required here. Now here is the thing. Why is forgiveness there? Right? Because a boundary was crossed, right? But forgiveness, it depends on your flavor of forgiveness. There is forgiveness that is forgive to destroy, which means, well, you did it. But I'm just going to be the bigger person. That's the ego, right? Or it really is what you did. You forgive them. They don't know what they do. Great. The witch is talking New Testament again. But that thing of it's like you didn't know. You did the best that you could. In order for things to go the way that they needed to go for us to be who we're meant to be, this couldn't have played itself out any other way. But there was a healing journey here. And remember, it feels like you're at the end. You're at the celebration. Like there's cause for celebration for your own personal growth. The manifestation of something you wanted inside of yourself. And I understand you want to keep that quiet. In fact, keep it quiet. If there is a thing here that people might be holding you in guilt, or you holding yourself in guilt, like this was necessary. And it's a power lesson. You're healing your power. When is that ever? Like so only in the light, right? It's like the only way to learn how to use your power wisely is to abuse your power unwisely. That's the journey. There is no alchemy without lead. Lead into gold, right? All right, last card down. Last card down. The healing system. The healing mantra. Deck by Matt Kahn. Such a lifesaver. I mean, really, it doesn't even come in different flavors, but it does come in different colors. Breathe. Yeah, the Ascended Masters here. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that we need the Ascended Masters of soul contracts here, whether this is twin flame or soulmate, romantic or otherwise. Someone needs to speak up. Somebody needs to speak up and speak truth here, to speak to power. Oh, wow. Just, yeah, I could see this going on in any collective, let alone the Scorpio. For this month. So please, my Ascended Masters of Soul Contracts, what is the perfect healing mantra for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? I'm watching this video from New Moon in Capricorn, waxing to full in Leo, January 2021. Dispelling sadness. I will feel better once I get the rest I need. You know, when I see the title and flip it, it's because I've worked the mantra. I will feel better once I get the rest I need. Now, that's the thing. You've got this 10 of Flames, and okay, now I will go back to perhaps the more traditional, at least YouTube definition of that overburden that can come. Your nervous system may be inflamed. That's a total different take from how this reading started, but it would make sense. When the nervous system is inflamed, stress, like what's inflammation like, right? Like if a gum is inflamed, right? A gum, teeth, right? You know, or whatever. The personality that arises out of that inflammation is what actually the ego is, according to Matt Kahn, whose deck this is, right? So I will read what's in the bookie book here, but it's definitely going to say de-stressing the nervous system, right? Or unraveling the ego, same thing. Right? So maybe there is a whoopsie-dipsy that went here, but something is coming to a head. Like, I feel like this hasn't happened yet. I feel like it's coming. This could be what you want to call one of them now warning reads, saying, look, if you are inflamed and keeping it, bottling it, but that's not really the vibe I get on this. I'm going to go back to my original take on it, that there is a completion inside of you. It might be that you're just fucking over something, right? Because I'm over it. I'm over it, I'm done, I'm toast, which is even traditional. But it feels like you gained something huge, that there's a graduation here for you. So I will feel better once I get the rest I need, dispelling sadness. Oh, there it is. When sadness dissolves, you are able to acknowledge upheavals of emotion as profound healings taking place. Yeah, well, Amber, the Amber Stone. Amber Stone. Is that an actress? No, it's Amber Heard. Mira. Right? Okay, anyway, that a situation is coming to a head, right? And it's going to be emotional and for you to remain calm. And maybe that is a warning as well, saying if you are inflamed and over this, to take the rest that you need to stay calm. As a result, you're inspired to give your body the rest and rejuvenation it needs rather than push yourself into states of imbalance. As you dissolve sadness, you become aware of the vital role downtime plays in helping you recharge your energy field. And I heard right over here, they said a lot of what they're feeling is being triggered by this present situation, and it's stuff they didn't deal with before and process completely emotionally. So there's pressure built up on this, and that might be for the other people involved as well. In other words, the upset, you're not upset for the reason that you think. Course in Miracles, I'm never upset for the reason that I think. You guys might want to check out a little ACIM. Granted, the blue book first try is tricky. It's like reading stereo instructions, though in iambic pentameter, most of it. There are plenty of other authors that you can check in. That's one that ran for the Democratic nominee last year. Let's move on. This mantra is ideal for dealing with depression, fighting against time, and learning how to relax. I'm going to go with the inflamed nervous system part of it. But remember, if you are an intuitive empath, you might be picking up on other people's vibe in this situation and internalizing it, identifying it all as your own, and it's not. Empathy, emotional, intuitive empathy, it's element of water for sure, but think echo chamber. Like I hung out with a Pisces for a couple of days, and I'm a Pisces moon. And let's just say one day in particular this week was rough because what was on TV? Because I was feeling everybody's everything, and I am the master empath, you know? And so I was sort of teaching by example there, this younger Piscean that I spent a few days with, about this. And we rested a lot. I mean, that's why I didn't put out as many videos as usual. I had company. But it was very healing overall, right? So rest. Take the time that you need. Let me put this all together for you in a little bit of a blessing. For the Scorpio Collective, please take a nice deep breath. And here we go. My pantheons of the divine, please. May the Scorpio Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need. This new moon in Capricorn to full moon next, that they give and receive the forgiveness they desperately need. Maybe in silence, or maybe dealing with a high priestess character here who has been withholding some information, should that be the case, so that they can dispel some sadness, getting the rest that they need, so that they will feel better and alchemize and heal their power. And the power in this situation, should it be a controlled dynamic, as they complete whatever it is inside of them in terms of their own desires, their own growth, their own spiritual, internal, emotional graduation, or very simply that they are able to release some of the energetic burden in their nervous system, that they are working with the energy of Amber. May they have the stone or get the stone as a reminder, at least if not an energetic healing tool that they need, that they may be purified, transformed, because this situation is a blessing in disguise. While they demonstrate love, that they need to find out what is important to the people they love and act on it without compromising their power, without being codependent, without being a people pleaser just to avoid an argument, but rather to truly come from source. And in that, an act of forgiveness is given as a gift as they demonstrate love, with or without words, for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. Well, it's an intense read, but you Scorpios, what do you want? I actually have Neptune and Scorpio. Generation X is what that means. Other signs have it too, but whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Please like if you like, subscribe if you want more, comment should you care to, and if this doesn't resonate with you, but someone you might know, text it to them. Otherwise, wish you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed of this new moon in Capricorn waxing to full in Leo, January 2021. Hail, my beloveds. Farewell and blessed blessing.